Good morning, collective. Welcome. You know what it is. If there resonates to come or is or to be, you take these messages, okay? They're a mixture of like personal insights and then like on a global scale. First and foremost, I got a few names, okay? I got Anders, which is a Swedish name, basically like Andreas, okay? So somebody could have this name. Now, this name could also be a link to the upcoming music channelings I will do. I got a ton of names in my last audio insights in there, so just stay tuned. This could be relevant. Other names I got on the list is Laura, Daphne, Hakeem. Okay, um, so there's that. I don't know the ins and outs. I don't have cards right now, so we're just gonna roll with the unknown. Um, and then after I got Wisconsin, I just saw on the news today that was circulating that there was a massive shooting. You know, people were killed and so on. So I heard my condolences go out to you guys. And then after that, I got compulsive compulsion diagnosis. Okay, I don't know if somebody's going to be diagnosed or somebody's thinking of diagnosing somebody as compulsive or have compulsion. I don't know if it's in relation to Wisconsin or Andos. Okay, I don't know, but that's the name. After Wisconsin, I also got witnesses and 911. Okay, so that could be like witnesses coming forward, okay, talking, or it could be in relation to something else, okay? Like the authorities will be called, and however it goes about. Side note: all the messages I get, it is from divine, so you know, take it up with God, okay? Um, the next one is for these people that's like been praying and been asking for a sign or been asking to be comforted. Um, this is an encouragement for you guys. Your prayers, they're not in vain, okay? Your angels, God, they're keeping watch. They're watching everything, okay? They're not in vain. I am sensing that somebody's been struggling either with themselves or with people or with outcomes in life. God is there. God knows everything, regardless if you do something or not. But prayer, it is a connection, it is a portal between you and the divine. For it's like open communication. So I feel like it's really good that you're doing that. Okay, whomever is doing that. If not, I would advise to get into it because it's really help. It's suitable. It's helping. It's doing something. Okay, your prayers are being heard. Okay, so let's move on to the next messages. I'm tuning into, for some of you guys, it could be dealing with discrimination. Okay, side note. And I also got the name Tafun, Tafun. Now I don't know what that is, so I Googled it, obviously. Um, and what came up was like a clothing company, or like a clothing company, and like a special brand of like fabric. Okay, for a clothing company, like how silk is a type of fabric and cotton. So Tayfun is, I don't know if it's good or bad. I really don't. I don't have my clarification cards, but that's what came up. Okay. I know maybe some of you guys are praying to, for your support when it comes to your business. perhaps a clothing company, or something is off with a clothing company. I don't know. Okay, let's move forward. Um, Now, if you're like an old school couple and you're attending a reunion, or if this is happening now, like the way I was viewing this message in spirit, it felt very 90s, very 2000s. Okay, so that could be your guys' age bracket in terms of when you were in high school, college, high school specifically, like junior high, high, going into college, those earlier times. And whoever like is in a relationship, if you're finding out that your man is cheating or somebody wants your man, your friend, cousin, sister, whoever's part of your clique as a feminine watching, your friend, cousin, or sister don't play about you, and it's going to be making it very clear to whoever is trying to divide you and your partner. Okay, that way I saw it in the spirit. It was so fun. So I mean, it was a bit intimidating as well. I will say that, like, your friend, cousin, or sister was very aggressive towards the person that was approaching your boyfriend at the time or right now. I don't know, but like they were very aggressive with it in such a way where like you and your boyfriend, all of them had to, because you were in like in a different class or parallel class or something, or was on the other, like the next transportation, because you guys were heading somewhere, like a school trip or something. And yeah, you guys had to take the other bus. Okay, to put it lightly. But yeah, it was a very intimidating. Now, I got a few zodiac signs, okay? So you could be like in relation to somebody's trying to break up you and your person. A Libra, Aries, or a Taurus, okay? Or a Gemini, okay? You or your person, everybody involved, okay? Have those placements. And then lastly, this is for somebody that is going to move. Um, It's the way I was seeing again this message. It felt very Florida. But I don't know if you're gonna move like close to a gaming center or a community center or like an a fancy elderly home. Nonetheless, like you're gonna really have a very 70s style apartment as a younging. This feels very like you're either a Gen Z bordering into millennial, and you get this new apartment and it's renovated. I feel you got it for a really good price. Very, very roomy. Your aunties and your mom is going to be very thrilled when they get access to see what's up. But yeah, I also feel like I know they may or may not bring it back to old habits. When you live alone, you have freedom. You'll be doing things. You'll be like, okay, I'm supposed to eat healthy and I don't know, minimizing the drinking and the smoking. And as soon as you fall into that like vibration, because you've been there for a while, and then all of a sudden it's like going downhill. So I don't know, maybe I'm more self control because I feel like the new apartment is gonna be such a vibe. But living alone by yourself, it's adulting. Not to say that you can't be wild in it. It's your life. But I just saw that you guys were like this feminine. It's giving like I have this plan for myself. I'm gonna do this and do that. Obviously, you can fall off, but I don't know. I just saw you like fall into spiral of you know cray cray, or just old habits, which I feel like you wasn't really too keen about falling into. whoever's watching my readings, okay? I mean, it happens. So I don't know. I mean, all everything in moderation, okay, collective. Because I feel like that first smoke, that first sip is like, because I feel like you've been kind of like taking a break or abstinent from it, and then the peer pressure comes in. So I don't know, but those are the messages. I also got triple three, 333. Know that you're protected for all collective that's watching. You're protected on all levels, dimension, and frequency by God, Holy Spirit, and Jesus. We also got triple seven. I wanted to say triple four. So if where we are in your life and it feels a bit, questionable, it is for highest best good and it's gonna turn out good. Okay? And triple seven is when you have angelic connection. It could be that angels will trying to talk to you, reach out to you, send you signs and all that spiritual stuff. Um, Make sure you listen. Okay? So that is pretty much everything. Um Yeah, let me do it because I did it in. Oh, almost forgot. So, in terms of Laura, Daphne, and Hakeem, right after that, I also heard he was my husband. Okay, so I don't know if somebody is trying to take somebody's spouse. Now, I did mention the old school, back in the day situation. I don't know if it's linked to that. I don't know if, like, yeah, basically, if there's some sort of connection there. But right after those three names, I heard he was my husband. So I don't know. Feels a bit, Um, and then after, no, I think that's pretty much it. I wanted to go and get the cards and do a little like shuffle of what you should do if you're Laura or Hakeem or Daphne or if you're dealing with those names because I did it in one of my insights. So just give me a sec. But I also want to mention that for some of you guys, especially if you're on this like shift that's been quite heavy and intense, you might want to number one stay grounded, obviously, but in such a way where like trying to be more healthier. So I don't know, sleep more, eat more fruit and vegetables. I know I am. Now, the sleeping part, I don't know for you guys, but you can feel a bit irregular. Like, it's a hard sleep is a hard time taking a nap or sleep in general, but you wake up either full of energy, but you only slept like 4 hours or two, or you could be sleeping the entire day and have no energy, or just sleep for 4 hours and still be sleepy. But that one is more understandable than, sleep the entire day and still be sleepy, or just slept for 4 hours and still have amount of energy, to go about your day. So I feel like a lot of people that audition, like, the urge of staying healthy. You might have to want to cut out, limit certain things, okay? Like sugar, wheat, whatever. I just found out, which is such a sad thing. This is me personally. I can't eat eggs anymore, and it just, it just hurts me. I guess somebody that has been a vegan vegetarian for years, right? Like the only meat I eat is like seafood. But eggs is one of my staple protein. Like that's something where it's like no matter what, and I can't eat that. And I'm trying to process it. But yeah, so sad times. Um, Gluten I can understand. A lot of people have gluten sensitivity and dairy sensitivity. Understandable. But eggs, to have egg sensitivity, it's, even seafood is understandable, but to have egg sensitivity is it's mm, anyways. So I'm gonna get the cards and do a whole, the number stuff, the number and the name stuff. So just give me a sec. Okay, so I guess go in order. If you're dealing with the unders, well, like your go-to advice card, I guess. If you're dealing with this person that has his name, don't be afraid to be bold. Um, take action, but don't show all your cards. Okay, something about not showing this unders person all your cards, and if you do that, sweet results will come, aka blessings and a new door, a new beginning. And if you're on this watching, your go-to card is you will probably not show all of your cards either to this person. You will take action, but the thing is, you will also be very, cautious. Number 14 could be symbolic, as in 14 days, weeks, hours, months, or on the 14th. And the 14 is also symbolic for the other person watching for Anders. Okay? And I did mention it is a Swedish name, so there we go. Hello. The next one is I am channeling Lisa. Okay, so there we go. Lisa. If you're watching for Lisa, make sure to lay a solid foundation. And if you're Lisa watching, it's time to take a deep dive. Maybe you need to go into the rabbit hole of things, as in go back and see what happened in the past to not repeat it, or you need to move away from the past and dive deep into something else. Okay, let's see. So, Laura, watching for Laura. Laura, you need to reclaim your power. Number 44 could also be symbolic in terms of an age or a timeline, as in hours, days, weeks, and months. Okay. Um, if you're watching for Laura, 46 could be symbolic and 60 in terms of age or a specific timeline. Remember to shine your light. Okay. Hakeem, if you're watching, you too need to reclaim your power. But you also need to remember that you need to work with other people as well. So don't isolate yourself. Remember, you're never alone. If you're watching for Hakeem, I'm also channeling in London, but as in a place. But if you're watching for Hakeem, I feel like it's not going to be a lesson anymore. A lesson. Okay? Here we go. So, Daphne, watching for Daphne. Number 6 could be symbolic. 6 days, weeks, hours, months, 6 of a day. Yeah. And Daphne, if you're watching, don't let it go yet. Okay? Be in the present, but don't let it go yet. Okay? There we go. For whatever it is, there we have it. This is your little insight. I have covered all of it as much to my memory. Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Good luck in your journey in life.